Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a full video using all the products that I purchased. Most of them I purchased, and then some of them I got in my Ipsy bag that I showed you in my last haul. So I'm pretty excited. I haven't done a video like this in such a long time, so I'm happy to see like what's gonna work for me and what maybe not work for me. I've tried maybe 2 products in here, so it's not really a actual first impression, but I'll show you guys anyways. It's pretty cold in my room, so I got my coffee right here, my favorite coffee mug. It says on fleek. It's pretty, like, it's cold. Like, I'm wearing my, this is what do you call this, like a coat from Fashion Nova, but I use it as a robe, so don't judge me if it looks funny. It's very furry and fuzzy, so I prefer that, especially around this time. So it's getting cold. It's now getting cold over here in NC, so I'm kind of excited, but then I'm not, because I wake up and I'm just like, okay, it's cold. And on top of that, when I came into my beauty room, I saw, like, when I was breathing, I saw it cold. I was like, oh my God, like, I have to put on a heater. I want to keep my coffee warm, so I got my little coffee warmer here, and I got it for $10 on Amazon, which is so cool. I'm gonna start off with my lips. So this is something that I've never tried before. This is the Pureless Watermelon Energizing Aqua Balm, and this is how it looks. I did get this in my Ipsy bag, so I'm not gonna say from everything from my Ipsy bag because it's quite a few things in here, so I'm gonna see how this works. I've heard some good things about this. Some people got them in their Ipsy bag from like the subscription box. Nothing's really coming out. Did I like not open this right? Okay, so I got a little bit. Oh, it goes on very liquidy. Okay, that was too liquidy. I don't know if it's supposed to come out like that. Some of the product didn't come out all the way. It was like a little jam, so I gotta like put something in there to stick it in so it can like open. My baby hairs are out of control. I had to like, I struggle with this side because it doesn't have as much baby hairs as this one. Look how nice and like flat this is, as opposed to this one. It looks like her sister, her cousin. Like, it's not even looking all that nice. I'm gonna take this off because I don't know if it's messing with my mic, but I am gonna put this on my leg so that it's not cold. That's so weird. It dried down like all the way. Oh, that's so nasty. That is so nasty. Oh, don't taste this. Like, the balm, it does not taste. Ugh. I want to start with the eyes first. It's just something about it. Like, I just want to start with the eyes. So I'm gonna do that first. So I picked up this this base. Oh, before I get into that, I want to just do the eyebrows because I like to do my eyebrows first and then my base. So this is something that I got in a bag, and this is the Chella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream, and it looks like that. Oh my God, my nails look so bad. They started chipping literally the next day after I painted them. This is the one side, and then on the other side you have to unscrew it. So there goes the product inside there, and then you basically take the brush and then you dip in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change mirrors because this one I would prefer, because it has like the other side that's more up close than, yeah. This is how it looks. I don't know how to feel about the shade because I don't normally go for a shade this taupe. It does distribute some product, but I feel like I have to keep going back inside. I just don't like how it's all in there, and then I have to like really dig in there just to get the product. So I'm just gonna have to like pass on this product. But what do you guys think? I don't know. Like, I usually go for like an auburn type of product. Don't worry about this. I'm gonna clean that up with my eyeshadow base. But yeah, this is it. Like, I don't know. I was so sick yesterday. and the day before it was so bad. Like, what I mean by sick, meaning allergies. I'm so sick and tired of like having these allergy issues, and it's not like I'm not doing anything about it. I take 2 medications for it, and when it comes to my allergies, I noticed that like even just a drink of Smirnoff, I'm just gonna be honest with you, like even when I have like 1 bottle of like the Smirnoff, the next day like I'll start feeling like sick and everything. And it's like, I know they say, oh, you're not supposed to have a drink while you're on your medication, but sometimes I need to have my break, you know? Like, I want to have a nice drink on a Friday night, but I may have to just stop altogether. It sucks. Like, I like having my little Smirnoff drinks. I know it's like really not that serious when it comes to that kind of drink. Like, people look down upon that kind of drink because it's so light and it's not even all that, but I like it. It's pretty nice. I like the flavors, and I'm trying to find the top to this. Maybe it fell. So that's with that. Like, I just hate that I can't have like 1 little drink, you know, because it would just mess up my whole entire medication, and it will affect me literally the next day. And now my cat is yelling at me. What happened, mommy? You want to come into the room? That's my oldest cat, Sophie. Every time I come into this room, she starts yelling at me like, Mommy, I want to come in. I only let her in because the other ones, like Julie, she'll stay calm, but she loves to explore this room and knock things down. And I have a lot of good, nice things in here, so it's not really idle for my cat to come in here. But Sophie, she'll just, you know, look around, and that's about it, and she'll just like stay in one place. So she won't really mess anything up. She's an older cat, so I noticed like her behavior has changed, and that's her going through my bag. Hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna take this new base. This is from Louise, and I just got this in the palette right here. I just got them. Oh, I almost hit my face. I got this palette, and then I got the base, and I also got like a shimmery eyeshadow, like a loose eyeshadow. But I'm going in with a different palette because I just want to do something neutral, like something natural looking in a way. I got this shade in number 05. That's a good fair shade. I've been so busy lately when it comes to editing and coming out with other content. I've noticed that I hit 3,000, so I'm so happy about that. Like, I know that my subscriber count has been going up a little slow, and people ask me like, why don't you have enough subscribers? You know, your content is great and such and such. I get compliments about that, and the thing is that now with all this that's going on with YouTube and how everything is changing, it's pretty hard. It's hard to put out videos and everybody else is doing it. That's what people who are just watching have to understand, is that there's a lot of other people who are doing the same thing. YouTube is just so saturated, and it's hard, you know. And I've been doing YouTube for quite some time, for a couple of years now, and it's just hard that, you know, my subscriber count, it's going up a little slow. And I don't know, I don't like to do videos that are hardcore clickbait. You know, there's people that do it like on a different level where it's like, okay, no, that was totally clickbait. For me, it's like, I liked how YouTube was back in the day and how old school it was. where everybody would have fun and everybody enjoyed it. And now it's not even like that anymore. Everything is about clickbait. Everything is about trying to get views. And don't get me wrong, I want views, but not in a way where it's gonna like deceive my followers, you understand? So I'm gonna go in with the Revolution, the Emily Edit Wants palette, and this is how it looks. I did take this with me to New York, but I only used about 3 shades in here, and it was pretty nice. I really liked it. It was like a nice berry, like a berry kind of eye look. And then I did my eye look the other day just using the neutrals in here. So that's how the eyeshadow base is, and it did get down to be like a tacky finish, which is pretty cool. And I've seen so many people talk about this and use this in their videos. So I'm excited I have one. I'm not gonna set it, so I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm gonna use this shade right here, Midwest. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna go in with that raspberry shade. So let me get a brush. Yeah, let me go in with the shade Love Tones. I wanna do this one instead. So I'm gonna coat that brush pretty good. And then just start packing it on. I'm not gonna do swiping motions, I'm just going to pack that on. I know I said I was gonna go for like a neutral look, but I really like this shade. I've been loving these kind of raspberry shades. These berry tones, that's what I meant to say, not raspberry. My Revolution video will be coming soon. I just been overloaded with all this product, and then I had to do makeup looks for the company Menagerie Cosmetics, and I will be coming out with a video using their palette, which is a Pharaoh palette. And when you order from their website and you order the Pharaoh palette, you will get a lookbook, and it will be with my makeup looks. So that's pretty cool. I'm so proud of myself for that. And a lot of people were like, that's so crazy, like you're moving on up. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna use this brush from Black Canvas Cosmetics, and it's their E10 brush. It's like a really tiny blending brush. So I can't wait to use that. So this is how tiny it looks. Let me see. So I'm gonna go in with Laugh Cry. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the shade Laugh Cry. There's a palette that I've been thinking about for like a few days now, and it's the Sassy Sienna's palette by Dose of Colors. And it's just something about it. It's the warm tones, even though like I'm kind of over it a little bit. That palette, it's so pigmented. And I was just thinking about it. I don't know, like I have those moments. Do you have those moments too where you like start thinking about makeup and you're like, ooh, I want to use this, like I haven't used this in a while? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I really want to do more looks with that. And they came out with their winter holiday collection, and I want the Volt, but then again, I don't know. They said in January they'll have it at Ulta, which I think I'm gonna do. I don't want to get it now only because the 20% off for Sephora is happening literally in the end of October to the 2nd of November, and then another like after that, like a date after that. And then I want to get some stuff from there because they do sell Diva Curl and everything like that in Sephora, which I didn't know. And they have Briogeo and everything like that. So I want to like get a few things from there. I want to try their new liquid lipsticks from Fenty Beauty, and Their highlighter, I heard, is so bomb. I want to try the NARS Radiant foundation, their new one, their recent one, but I can get that anytime, to be quite honest with you. Like, when I have like about maybe 4 foundations to try out right now, so I have to really see what I like and don't like on the foundation. I'm gonna go in with the cream eyeshadow. But yeah, I want to try their foundation, and I heard great things about it. It's just, I just have other stuff to try out. Like the Makeup Revolution foundations, I have that and I have to try those out. And then I have to also try out this foundation I'm going to show you guys by CYO. And I have other foundations that I have in my collection, and it's just too much, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how beauty gurus do it. Like, I don't mind it, to be quite honest with you. Like, I don't mind trying out other stuff and other products, because I have been trying out the Canon Cosmetics eyeshadow palette that I just recently did a video and a makeup look on. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. But I've been really like enjoying that palette, and that palette has so much potential. So I really want you guys to check out that palette. You know, I wouldn't talk about something that I don't like on my channel. And if I do talk about something I don't like, I'll tell you guys what it is and why I don't like it. You know what I mean? That palette has like a great meaning behind it and why they came out with that kind of palette. And honestly, like, I'm so proud of them. They've come such a long way. I like talking to the owner, Jaylita. Like, she is so sweet. And I'm so glad she came out with a palette that's targeting towards autoimmune disease. So that's why I want you guys to check it out, because, you know, that palette, it hits home for me, you know what I mean? But this is a really good blending brush. This is so small. It's great for my eye shape. I love it. I knew I was gonna love it. I just knew it. It was crazy that there was like so much hate and so much drama over this palette. Now, I'm not gonna get too in depth about it. If you haven't seen the videos that's been out there, like, you know, it's just crazy. Like, over a palette, that's why I couldn't get over. Like, it was just over a palette. And honestly, like, nobody deserved to get hurt or feel some type of way. And it's just crazy how people would do anything to hurt others. Like, I don't agree with what happened, and when it came down to it, like, it should have been handled a certain way, and not in a way like to put out a nasty video where it was like very hostile towards the actual YouTubers. Everyone has their own opinion, but I personally like this palette so far. It's blending pretty well, and I love the color choices that she made in this palette. Like, you could tell she really took her time designing this palette. And I love Emily Noel. I love watching her videos. It's so different from what you see in your news feed nowadays, and I think that's pretty blended out. I have more stuff to show you guys. I want to show you guys like this thrift haul that I'm gonna be filming soon, and I really got a lot of nice things, and I'm so proud about it because it was like my actual first thrift shopping. I'm gonna take the rest of that P. Louise base and I'm going to cut the crease. Yeah, I went to the thrift shops around my area, and there's a few which I was surprised about. I was like, oh my god, they do have thrift shops. But I noticed a big difference from here and New York City. Like, in New York, they have a lot of thrift shops, like all in downtown Manhattan. And over here, it's like, when you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, why does it look like that? I want to put a deeper shade in my outer eye, so I'm gonna go in with Cheer right here. It's like this deep burgundy shade, and I'm gonna take a more dense brush like this. This is from e.l.f. This is their professional blending eye brush. And I'm gonna put this in my outer eye to deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, going to those thrift shops, like I found a lot of nice things. And if you guys don't know, I love collecting vintage antique products, or like, you know, like when it comes to like the china, glass, teacups, and old plates. I love stuff like that. And I found a whole lot of them. Like I was so surprised that they had them. But in New York, they have so much more. And I was like, wow, I need to like come back. I got a lot of things, so I'm gonna do a haul on everything that I bought. And then I'm going to take the shade Dark and Early. It's like a black matte shade. With no extra product, and I'm just going to blend that area right there. I want to take this shade Eve Rose right here and putting that all over the lid. I'm not going to wet it, I'm just going to go in with it to see how it performs. I don't really see it. FAQS Plus to see if it works. It looks totally different in the pan than when you apply it on the lid. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a different shadow right after that. I may just go back in with the cream shade. It's like that off-white, and then just pack it right there. I feel like that black matte shade is a bit patchy. I don't know if you guys can see. But it is a bit patchy. I noticed that when I was like trying to blend Cheers with it. I'm gonna go in there again with Cheers. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone because I feel like it's getting pretty muddy in that outer corner. Like it's not coming out the red that I was hoping for it to come out, and I don't want to like keep messing it up, but it's bothering me. So I'm just gonna move on from it. I do want to do just a tiny baby wing, not a wing, but just to do the top part of my eye. I really like this. At first I didn't like it, but then I noticed this is great for like a quick eyeliner, and it applies so quickly and so fast. The only thing is that it does bleed a little bit, so hopefully they can fix that. I don't know. I just like it though. What do you guys think of the eye makeup? Do you like it? I mean, it's very cranberry lookish. I just feel like the shimmer, you can't really see it. All right, I did the second eye, and I did have trouble with the black shade. It would just go away once I blend it. Like it doesn't blend very well when you put the black on top of like the other shadows, and I would have to keep dipping back into the black to just get that dark outer eye look, that depth. So I had issues with that. We're just gonna move on. This is the eye look. Let me know what you guys think. I did the eyeliner, and now I'm gonna go in with some mascara. So this is the Essence Get Big Lashes 3 Triple Black, and it's very, very affordable. It sucks because I picked up another Essence eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, but like the mascara, and somebody had opened it. I was so stupid to just walk out. It was so crowded in there, no lie. It was so crowded in that Ulta. They just had this whole big thing, like the line was super long. This is how the wand is. It's pretty thick. Let's see if it actually works. Yeah, everybody was like getting the Jaclyn Hill palettes. I would prefer like the mascara to be a little, like not all the way dry, like just somewhat dry. That's how I like it, but it's pretty lengthy. I found the perfect everyday makeup look that's so quick and it doesn't even involve a foundation. This mascara is alright. It's giving me a lot of length. And then I'm gonna go in with these lashes from Eylure. It's their Luxe lashes and it's very dramatic. Let's see if the band is gonna work on my eyes. I had to snip the outer eye of the lashes just a little bit, so let's see if it fits. Yeah. Ooh, I like those. I love dramatic lashes. I'm gonna go in with the same glue. I know people are like gonna throw pitchforks at me for using Duo still. Yeah, I want to get the House of Lashes glue. I want to see how that works because I heard great things about it. Like people literally ditched Duo for House of Lashes, but I heard it's so hard to remove though. I hope I don't lose my lashes for that. See, I don't mind Eylure lashes. It's just they need to work on their band. This one is not as thick as the other one, as the Vegas Nay one, which I have those and I have a backup of it, but I just don't go for it anymore because I'm so into the Shop Mimi Artistry lashes. They're my favorite. I'm letting those lashes dry down to be a little tacky. I'm gonna go in with a primer oil from City Color. I haven't prepped my skin yet, so it's a little dry. This is like my favorite, as you can tell, like it's halfway done. Ooh. That's the only thing about this is that this will drip down. Yeah, my nose is so dry from all that sneezing and using tissue. I swear allergies is the worst. So this is the Equal Tools Perfecting Blender Duo. And I've seen a couple of my favorite YouTubers use this. So I am going to wet both of them because I want to try it out. Before I do that, I want to show you guys how it looks and the size of it. So this is how it looks. And this is how it looks damp and wet. So this is a little dense than I'm used to. And then this one, it got big and it's pretty soft. I'm going to use this primer. This is the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. And at first I didn't know what this was. And then I saw on Beautylist, they actually have these in the full size. And they look like a new brand or new product. Ooh. So that's how it looks. But let me see if I can. It has like a luminous sheen. That's different. It has like a clean scent to it, which I don't mind. It smells nice. Okay, this is very dewy. It gives you like that luminous look, you see? Like it says Lumi Layer Primer, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's just if you have oily skin and you're already dewy as it is and oily, you're not gonna want to use this. Okay, my lips still feel like they're kind of dry, so I'm gonna go in with my Vaseline. This is the CYO Long Lasting Life Proof Foundation, and I got this one in the shade 103, so hopefully it matches me. And I've seen Tatalia use this, so let's see. Where did the foundation go? Let me do a second layer. I see it, but it's not the coverage that I like, you know what I mean? And it comes off a little grayish on my skin tone. Maybe I should have went with a shade up. I'm seeing some coverage now, but you can still see the red acne on my skin. It's like a light to medium coverage, and I don't know. I love a full coverage foundation when I'm doing a makeup look like this dramatic. So for me to not see any coverage that I'm used to, it bothers me. I can still see my skin. Like, I guess that's what the foundation is. I can still see my skin. It's like your skin, but better. But I like full coverage, and I can still see some redness around my nose. So I guess I'm just going to cover it up with concealer, but I'm not sure about this foundation, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to play around with it, use different primers for it, and maybe a different application. Maybe it's a sponge, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in with this Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer by Too Faced. I've used this when I was on my New York trip, and I was surprised about the coverage. The only thing is that it's not super light, but maybe this could be a concealer for like underneath the bright concealer. I got the shade Porcelain. With this sponge, I get the whole point, like it's supposed to really get under the eyes, but I still have to work with the inner eye of this, and it doesn't really get in there. You see what I'm saying? Like, maybe other people love it. I'm just not a big fan of it. Like, this is too straight for me to clean up the outer eye, and I don't know. I may not pick this one up again. And this is really dense. I'm just not used to the dense, but I prefer softer application when it comes to my face. I mean, this is good for like cleaning up the top of your brows, but I have brushes for that, you know. Other than that, the concealer looks great. I love the coverage of this. All right, we're gonna move on to another concealer. I want to brighten up my under eyes, so I'm gonna go in with a product I already used. This is the Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution. I'm not a big fan of this concealer, but it does the job. Now that I'm blending everything on top, usually it'll look flawless and it'll look nice, but I think it's that primer. It's that primer that's doing the whole, it looks so cakey. I don't know. It's just something about that primer that is making the foundation and the concealer not go on nicely. So I'm gonna try this new powder. This is the Beauty Bakerie Flower Better Not Bitter setting powder, and I got the shade Translucent, and it comes with this little swifter. So that's how it looks inside. And I'm going to tap. Ooh, that came out a lot. Look at that. I only did like 2-3 taps. Okay, so I'm going to blend this out because I don't want any creasing. And let's see how it sets. I'm gonna use this sponge. Yeah, you see my nose. So do you see that? Like I said, I exfoliated, so for it to be looking like that, I look so nasty. And I just set it my powder. All right, but that's how it looks. It looks nice. I like the setting powder. It really gave me like a nice finish underneath. I'm gonna distribute more product and set that. I don't really like to bake. I just like to blend it into the skin. Usually I'll go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to brighten up, but with the concealer and then using the powder, it did a good job. I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to my face, like, I don't care about the eyes. It's the face that if it looks bad and it looks cakey or dry looking, I just feel like it messes up my whole face. Like, it just messes up the application. It doesn't look flawless. Now the eyelash is coming off, which is not good. The powder was good. I like it. It feels very smooth under the eyes. I like the concealer, the Born This Way concealer. The foundation I'm not big on. Hopefully with the setting spray it will make everything blend together and remove all this dryness on my nose, because it drives me crazy that I see that there. So we're just gonna move on. I'm picking up some of that powder and applying that right on the other parts of my face. My skin feels really smooth. Now I see why people like this powder. And all the shades that I went in on my eyes, like the black, the red shadow, and laugh cry, I'm gonna go in with that on my bottom lash line area. Then I'm gonna take some of that Eve Rose and place that right here on the inner eye. I went a little crazy under the eyes, so don't mind that, but I love that this little brush, this E10 brush, just gets right up in here. I love it. And also I've noticed that some of the shades, like in this palette, like the Eve Rose, I'm not a big fan of it. It's not a terrible shade, I'm just not a big fan of it. It doesn't go on easily and you can barely see the shade. I put it right here in my inner eye and I barely can see it. So that's something that maybe I just have to work with a little better, or it just works better when you use MAC Fix Plus. But I don't want to have to go through all of that just to get the pigmentation that I want. I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in Rosewood, and this is how it looks. I love the packaging. It comes with a little mirror too. That's a plus. I want to go in with this Wet n Wild brush like this and see. Ooh, that's very powdery, see. I want to coat this but not pick up too much product. All right. Okay. I love that this blends easily. Like, look at that. It just blended so well. The color is perfect. And then for the forehead area, I have to be careful because of my baby hairs. I want to see how this blends onto the nose. So I'm going to take this Sigma brush. This is their 3D HD precision brush, and ooh, that is pigmented. All right. Yeah, that's pigmented. Ooh, but look at how it's blending. Oh, that is so cool. I found my new favorite bronzer. Look how well that blended. I got a new nose, all because of this bronzer. Any of you saving up for Black Friday? Like, mostly I'm gonna be saving up for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. There's a few things that I want to get, like from Canon Cosmetics, and I also want to get some stuff from Sigma, like their brushes, and I'm trying to see where else. Maybe Jeffree Star is gonna have a sale as well, so maybe I'll get something from there. He's also coming out with his collection too, like his holiday collection, but I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna go in with this blush. This is the Balm Cosmetics Down Boy Shadow Blush, and this is in the color Down Boy, and that's how it looks, like a baby pink blush. So let's see how this is gonna go onto the skin. I'm using this brush from Jessup. This is their powder blush brush. Ooh, that picked up a lot. Look at that. Okay, it's subtle, but it's there. This blush is good, as you can tell. So now I'm gonna go in with this Natasha Denona Super Glow highlighter in the shade Fair, and this is how it looks. I did swatch this in my haul. So let's see how it's gonna go on the skin. Hopefully it's not too cool on my skin tone. I'm gonna use this brush from Jessup. It's their tapered highlighter brush. Okay. Oh, okay, I like how this is building. You can go light-handed with this, and oh yeah, that's nice. It's not super cool on my skin tone. I can definitely rock this. It's really nice. You see that? I don't normally go for shades like this as often, but I don't mind it. I love the formula. It's not like, it's not chunky, and it's not glittery. It's like that nice metallic-y wet look, and it says it's duochrome, which I'm trying to see like where is duochrome. So that's how it looks. I like that this is buildable. It doesn't have like glitter. It's just very fine milled, and it's super nice. The sheen is perfect, and for my skin tone, look, it's so nice. I like it a lot, and I've seen my favorite YouTubers talk about this, so I'm glad that I picked this up. This is like my first Natasha Denona product, so I'm so glad that this worked out, and I'm gonna continue using this. I really like it. I mean, I could have went with the setting spray and then the highlighter, but I wanted to see how it looks first on the skin, on a dry surface, before I try it out like with the setting spray. I feel like the highlighting, I don't know, like the whole highlighting thing has settled down and everybody's like not into it anymore. I'm still am. I'm gonna put this in my inner corner as well. I love that this has like a little mirror. Yeah, I want to place it right there because the one in the palette's not showing up. I can't put this highlighter down. Okay, I need to put it down for real, for real. It's so pretty, look at that. Now, I'm gonna go in with this setting spray. This is the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And I'm gonna shake this up really good. Let's see how this is gonna go on. I hope it, please don't mess up my makeup. All right, here we go. Let me cover up the eyes so it doesn't mess it up. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, at first it came out like shooting, and then it went to like a fine mist, and that's how like my hand looks like. I caught some of it in my hand, so let's see. Why is it coming out like that? It just made like a mess, but look at my face. Yeah, the mist on this sucks. Am I doing it wrong? I know I'm not doing it wrong. It's just so hard, like. I don't know why it's coming out like that. I feel like I just used up most of the product in there. I feel like it didn't do much. Oh, I was kind of excited about this one. The product doesn't suck, it's the mist. All right, so I have a couple of lips, but I don't know if I should use this color. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss by Dirty Little Secrets. I got this in my Ipsy bag, so I'm going to line my lips first and then apply the lip gloss. I'm gonna use my lip pencil by MAC. This is in Strip Down, and I'm going to just outline my lips a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss. That's that. I'm not gonna apply it anymore. It's all right. I mean, it's not like my NYX Butter Gloss. It has some kind of color. And I have to apply some mascara on my bottom lashes. And I also have to apply some clear brow gel. So I'm pretty excited about cooking tonight because I'm making like the Puerto Rican pasta dish. It's like ground beef with some sofrito, and then I'm gonna be making the pasta dish on the side, like the actual noodles. That type of dish I really love making. Like, I just recently started making it and I was like falling in love with it because my mom makes it all the time. So the fact that I learned how to make it just makes me happy. It brings back good memories of home. So much better. So this is my finished look. I hope you guys like this makeup look that I created with all the stuff that I've shown you. I'm really happy with the eye makeup. I haven't done like a dramatic eye makeup look like this in a few weeks. And the brush that I showed you, the E10, that brush is amazing. Good thing I picked up 2 more. And it reminds me of my Wayne Gauze brush, this one right here. This is the number 20. This is like the really small blending brush, and it gets right in there. So the fact that I found something that was so cheap and it works pretty well, I'm happy about that. So now I have smaller brushes just like the Wayne Gauze one. But the only thing is that the E10 brush, it flares out. Like, it goes from like skinny to then fluff out, as opposed to the Wayne Gauze one. But it still works. I really like it a lot. Everything that I've tried, I've enjoyed, and I really like it. The things that I feel like it didn't work out well for me was the foundation and the primer. Something about this primer, like, maybe, I don't know. I have to see which one it is, either the primer or the foundation. I feel like it didn't give me the coverage that I love to have all the time when it comes to full face. I don't mind a foundation that is light if I'm gonna do something like a no makeup, but even then, I don't wear foundation when I'm just doing like a no makeup day. Now, this is dense, way denser than, you know, this one. This one's soft, but this one is pretty hard, and I did rinse it under water, and I didn't like the way it was blending my under eyes, and I did not like the way it was setting my powder. So it was just a sponge altogether that I did not like. But this one did a great job in blending out my under eye concealer pretty quickly. And I just don't like that it's flat. I get the point of it, but it just didn't work out for me. I would prefer like the Beauty Blender or my Real Technique sponge. The powder was amazing. I love how it set everything. My skin feels really smooth. I love that. So I'm gonna continue to use that and use that one over the Ben Nye one. And this one, of course, I love how it gave me that beautiful sheen on my skin. The lip gloss is pretty nice. This can be like an everyday lip gloss. So I'm gonna throw this in my drawer, like my everyday drawer of all the lip glosses and all the lipsticks that I have there. And also, I really love this so far. I'm gonna use it on the actual P. Louise palette. So you're gonna see a lot of makeup tutorials coming up very soon. There's gonna be a lot of pre-recorded ones because I am going to New York again, maybe like around December, but we'll see. Like, I have to still figure that out. But I do have a lot of palettes that I want to show you in my next tutorials, and I want to use this on the P. Louise palette and my other good palettes as well. So this is pretty good and it's so affordable. I'm gonna link everything down below on where I got everything at, so you can check it out for yourself. This isn't bad. I have to get used to the shade. It's not a bad shade. The only thing is that, like, I gotta fix that. It's not a bad shade. I'm just not used to taupe shades. I'm used to like auburn. So this is not a bad product. I don't mind it. It's just I'm not used to the color. So this is something that I have to get used to, the packaging, like how you just flip it and dip your brush in there. I just don't know when this will finish because of how little this is. So I have to really see and test it out a little longer. The palette is okay. I'm not mad at the palette. It's just there's just some shades that was a flop for me, like the shade Eve Rose. This was a flop for me, and you can barely see it on the lid unless I zoom in all the way and have like the lights hitting it. So this is not a shade that I would reach for again, unless it's like that shadow that I could wear on the lid and it's not going to be so noticeable unless I'm under the sun or something like that. This dark and early shade right here, this dark black one, it's not super black, but it just did not blend very well on the outer eye. It was patchy and the pigmentation is there, it's just patchy. That's the only problem with that. So this shade right here, the cream, it blended out pretty well on the lid and also on the brow bone, but it's not super white. It's like that cream color. And then when it comes to like Cheer and Love Tons, those colors were really great. I felt like they blended out and the pigmentation was there and the blending was so easy. Laugh Cry was pretty good as well. It gave me like, you could still see it into the crease. Usually those type of colors don't show up after you apply like a darker shade, but I just did the packing motion. So with this one, I did blend it out under the eyes and I feel like it did pop. So this one, like these three worked out pretty well. I have used these in New York, like Midwest and Dues Paid and Prayer. I've used those when I was in New York, and I've used it when I was doing my hair tutorial, and it did blend it out really, really nicely. Those are shades that I feel like those are for everyday shades, but I am gonna play with this palette a little more. I was testing this shade out on my hand to see how it is. It is a bit patchy, but with, you know, applying more onto the lid, if you wanted to, like, you do have to pack this on. I feel that this works best with a black base underneath, because I tested it out when I was at my sister's house and I used like a black cream eyeliner, and then I put this on top and it worked out so good. You get what you pay for this palette. I'm not hating on this. I love Emily Noel. I love her channel. Her content is amazing. This is just a palette, like I said, you get what you pay for, but it's really good for a drugstore. It's pretty good. I feel like with Revolution Formula, like their eyeshadows has always been that way. It's not like the best quality when it comes to the eyeshadows. They're just known for that from what I've seen, like in videos and other people's channels. Like the quality is not all there, but it's not a bad palette. This is a great palette for someone who's beginning in makeup or who loves makeup. Me personally, like I said, I don't mind this palette. It's just something that you have to work with, and I'm not a big fan of trying to work with something that it should be working to begin with. I am gonna do more looks with this palette, so don't feel like I'm never gonna touch it again. Like I said, I don't mind the palette at all. The blush is pretty good. I like it. It gave me like that subtle everyday blush kind of tone, and it's subtle. It's not like harsh. It reminds me of my MAC blush that I always love to use. This bronzer is bomb. I love it. You can totally see it, and I feel like this is gonna show up really nicely in pictures as well. So I'm gonna take pictures in a little bit, but I feel like it's gonna show up because that's how pigmented it is, and it's great. I'm so glad I got the color that will work for me in my skin tone. It contoured my nose pretty great, and I love that it was so easy to blend. I already told you how I feel about this. The mist on this is like, ugh. The lashes, it's okay. I love the style of it. It's just, I just have to use it again and apply more glue, because I did apply a good coat of the glue, but it's just hard to stick down, and it's so synthetic, like so like lightweight. It's not heavy on the eyes. It's just like, I noticed like even just touching it, it's gonna move. So I don't think it's the duo at all. It's just the lashes, because when I do use duo on my Shop Mimi Artistry lashes, they stick on pretty well and they stay there. I think I talked about everything. Yeah. Oh no, wait. This one, I don't like the taste of it. The taste was so bad. Oh my God. It was like an unexpected lick that I was like, you know, and it was just disgusting. I feel like it didn't do much to it. It felt nice at first, but then after a few minutes, it just went back to having like chapped lips, and it didn't really do much on my lips. So I would prefer my Vaseline over that. This concealer is amazing. The coverage is there. This is something that I use even without my color corrector. I do still like to use the color corrector just to be on the safe side, especially if I'm gonna be taking pictures. But I feel like you don't see the darkness under my eyes. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting, but usually you can see like that. You can see a teeny bit, but looking straight forward, you can't see it. So this is pretty good, and you get a lot of product. Like, that's what it looks like. But this is how many ounces? Oh, okay, 15 mil. So you get like 0.50 fluid ounces, but this goes a long way. Like, it's better than a Tarte Shade Tape, to be honest with you. I guess that's all that I have to say about the products. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this is gonna be a super long video. I mean, it's not gonna be bad to edit because I'm talking, you know, to the camera instead of doing a voiceover, because a voiceover is a little harder in my opinion. So with this kind of videos, like, it's gonna be easy for me to edit, but it's gonna be super long. So I hope you made it through the end. Let me know, what did you like of the stuff that I used? Like, let me know in the comments down below. I want to know. I can't get over this highlighter and this eye makeup, everything, just everything. The only thing is I just have like dryness right here, and I exfoliated, and that sucks because I really wanted this foundation to work out, since Taylor from Talia, she was talking about it and she loves that foundation. So I'm gonna still test it out and see, but I'm gonna do a whole different video on everything that I try besides, you know, this, because I'm gonna do another video on other products that are brand new that I have a whole bin right here. It's big. It's like this big, and it's like a lot of products in there, so I still have to try out a lot of products. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Comment down below everything that I have mentioned. Like, what did you like, what have you tried out, and what would you like to see next? If you want to see more looks with this, like a request on this, like specifically, let me know and I'll definitely get to it. And also like the video, that helps me a lot in my channel, in this video specifically. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram. Follow me. I post a lot of good stuff there. Like, I have a personal Instagram, so if you want to check that out too, you can definitely check that one out too. So everything will be in the description box. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.